Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Anne. This is Scentolutions and we talk all about perfumes here. So today we're going to be exploring the world of perfumes that smell good enough to eat. Now, lots of gourmands exist, but some are so photorealistic. I love that word. Yeah, so today I wanted to share 10 of those quote unquote photorealistic perfumes in my collection that are very reminiscent of food. So let's get into it without further ado. But before we do, if you like content like this and you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button, the notification bell too, so you know when I post a new video. And if you have been watching my channel, you stayed with me from the onset, you continue to comment, you come back on here to watch, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting. All right, guys, let's get into it. I'm going to start with, I would say, the least to the most. So from number 10 to number 1, it will be in order of how much of a gourmand that I think the perfume is. So we'll start with number 10, that is Alien Goddess by Mugler. This is a creamy, coconutty, white floral vanilla. So it has coconut water, bergamot, jasmine, heliotrope, there's bourbon vanilla, and cashmere in it. This is, of course, like really tropical, in my opinion. It's very tropical. It's that kind of tropical vanilla that is perfect for warmer days. It dries down really warm and powdery. And here I really enjoy that interplay of like florals and nutty accords. So it never really smells too floral. So you don't get a heady hit of white florals. It's just that lovely, pleasant overall scent that is somewhat reminiscent of sipping coconut water on the beach. So I do get the coconut note from this one. It's prominent. Some people say it has an artificial smell. I just say that I smell coconut and I like it. And I think it's a very holiday-esque, summer type, holiday type of perfume. All right, next up, we have one from the House of Oud, and that is this beauty right here called Dates Delight. So the House of Oud makes these handcrafted egg-like bottles that are gorgeous. I always say that these things can pass for ornaments. Like when I'm done with these bottles, I'm actually going to look for somewhere to keep them. They're going to be ornamental in my decor somewhere. I love it. I love these bottles. All right, so this is a very sweet, spicy mixture of dates, caramel, honey, sugar, and it has, some depth coming from benzoin, labdanum, coumarin, tonka, and then just a sprinkling of peony, which frankly I don't get. I don't get any floral from this. This is purely reminiscent of the Middle East. It's so luxurious, like it evokes that richness and sweetness of your typical Middle Eastern dessert. And oh my god, do they have some decadent desserts. Like this takes me straight to Dubai. And interestingly, I'd expected oud. When you hear the name of the House of Oud, you automatically expect that their perfumes will have an oud component. It doesn't have oud, but it does have Middle Eastern nuances that will make you know that you're smelling something that might be from there, but no oud in this one. Anyway, so I get that rich, indulgent sweetness balanced by the more resinous notes like the benzoin and all that. This one smells like a snack, literally like a snack, a Middle Eastern snack. And I love this. Dates Delight by the House of Oud. You're going to get the dates from that one really much. Okay, next up we have this one that was so popular a few years ago, maybe like 2 years ago. And then all of a sudden, everyone stopped talking about it. I still love it. Yeah, this is Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord. I love this cozy, gorgeous chocolate, guys. It's a chocolate lover's dream and it has a reputation for being weak. So I don't wear this for longevity. I don't wear this for, anything beyond just creating that cozy feeling. This is more to create like a cozy enveloping aura. It has some citrus, there's mandarin in there, there's coffee osmanthus, there's cacao and tonka bean. But to me, this smells like a true chocolate orange dessert, or like chocolate orange cookies. Just take your mind to any sweet that is chocolate orange in nature. There's one particular chocolate from the Lindt brand that has like some orange in it. This reminds me of that a lot. I really adore this, especially for bed. My husband also likes this. He just says it makes him feel comforted and warm. So this is a warm hug that says everything will be fine regardless. Hugo Boss the Sen, Private Accord, and that's my number 8. Okay, so number 7 is still in keeping with the chocolate theme, but this one is from a Middle Eastern house and it's called Choco Musk by Rehab. This one is also taking the YouTube community by storm. A lot of people talk about this as well. It's another chocolatey dream, in my opinion. It's sweet, powdery chocolate / cacao and vanilla. So it has vanilla, it has milk chocolate, white musk, some spices, amber, sandalwood, myrrh, and rose. And so those spices kind of give it a slight Middle Eastern touch, but honestly, not to a noticeable degree. So this can pass for any of your mainstream perfumes. So it's like the budget version of Hugo Boss the Scent, and I'm ranking it slightly higher because I feel like for the price, really, really good value. This is such a delectable and like cozy scent. Very warm, comforting, that kind of warm, comforting, hot cup of cocoa type of feeling on a chilly day. It's one of the few perfumes that I have a backup for. I totally adore this one. Choco Musk by Rehab, a very realistic chocolate musk. Okay, so number 6, we have this one, and it's a fruit-based perfume, so it's more on the citrusy side. This is Eau de Cartier Zest de Soleil. This is one of the most realistic citrus scents in my collection. This is green, it's fresh, it's slightly bitter citrus, but very natural smelling, and it's not for everyone. So of course, if you don't like a realistic citrus scent, you won't like this. It's simply yuzu, passion fruit, mint, and I've had yuzu. I can say that this is such a great representation of that fruit. It's not a powerhouse, it's more like an out of the shower type of pick me up when you need an energizer or like a burst of energy of some sort. That's when you wear this. So that's Eau de Cartier Zest de Soleil. It's like those zesty, tangy sorbets that just awaken your senses. So yeah, this smells so much like citrus. All right, now we are on number 5. And for number 5, we have this one from a house called Latissan Perfumer. This is a French house, I believe. Yes. And it is, they make very natural smelling perfumes. I think that they're into the whole sustainability thing, so they make very natural, they use very natural ingredients for their perfumes. This is the most realistic almond smell, like almond cereal smell that I've seen recreated in any perfume. This is almond, it's wheat, it's vanilla and iris, very simply. People who would go for this type of perfume are those people that are hardcore artistic perfume lovers who are not necessarily looking for more than the artistry in perfumery. Like, they're not into the everyday crowd pleasing scent. They want to train their noses, they want to smell something different, that sort of thing. That's who would like this type of fragrance. This reminds me of baby cereal with like almond flakes. Yes, it creates that babyish aura. So you know that smell of baby cereal with baby powder, that kind of aura. Stays very, very close to the skin. It's very intimate. Again, a very artistic interpretation of almond. All right, next up at number 4, we have one from Latapa. And this one too, over the last, I would say, year or two, has taken the internet by storm, and it is Ragba by Latapa. This is another sweet bomb from the Middle East. And what gets me with this perfume is just how realistic the caramelized sugar smell is in here. Just the right amount of vanilla, oud, and incense to give it the sweet, smoky, rich, earthy undertone. Not everyone likes this. Some people say it smells like saliva, but those who like it can absolutely swear by it. I love it. Totally do. I just love how indulgent the caramel here is. I layer it with more complex scents, maybe smoky, woody type of scents. It reminds me of this caramelized sugar lollipop that used to be sold by local northern vendors in my country when I was little, and it used to taste so good. This reminds me of that. Just very realistic caramel. I love. So that's Ragba by Latapa. If you're looking for a caramel vanilla oud type of thing. Okay, we're getting close. So number 3, we have Oud Bouquet by Lancome. Now, Oud Bouquet is from Maison Lancome's private line, and this is a spicy saffron rose with oud and vanilla, but it has an opening that really blows me away. So the praline here comes up very like caramel drizzle on, think of any vanilla dessert of your choice. Just think of the way the caramel drizzles on top. That is what this perfume reminds me of. That's the imagery that comes to mind. The caramel here is just, I'm just obsessed. I'm obsessed. It's sticky, it's gooey, almost like butterscotch in the way it smells. It's super, super indulgent. The only thing I wish is that opening lasted longer, because of course, after some minutes, it goes into that saffron, rose, and vanilla. But guys, the opening remains my favorite caramel opening of all time. Oud Bouquet by Lancome. Next, we have our number 2, and that is again from the House of Oud, but this one is What About Pop. So this is a house I'm very curious about, and I'm going to get some more perfumes from the House of Oud because I think that they make some good ones. This is my second perfume from them. They have some new releases that I want to try. They combine like Italian craftsmanship with Middle Eastern olfactory traditions. And so they create some very captivating scents, in my opinion. So if you ever felt like having popcorn, but you just wanted to smell it and not eat it, this is for you. It is a sweet lactonic caramel popcorn. It has that buttery saltiness all at once. This is for sweet tooths. If you don't have a sweet tooth, you don't have a business. You don't have any business with this perfume. It has popcorn, caramel, hawthorn. The heart has some whipped cream, Madagascar vanilla, night blooming, serious. And then at the base, you have ebony, musk, benzoin, vetiver, and ambergris. So you have a slightly artificial smell. I won't lie. I have a slightly artificial thing I get from this. And if that irks you, you might not like this. But if you were looking for a realistic popcorn note in a perfume, salty, caramel, buttery, What About Pop from the House of Oud? Popcorn in a perfume bottle. All right. First on my list, this perfume has me in a chokehold. This is called French Coffee from our Rehab. I believe this is our Rehab. Yes, it is. From our Rehab, a Middle Eastern house, my undisputed number 1 realistic gourmand perfume. French Coffee is a master gourmand. And what drives me wild is that it is affordable. I can imagine a niche house packaging this and selling it. It would just blow people's minds. This perfume smells like a cafe. It's coffee, sugar, cacao, musk. There's cinnamon. I think there's some vanilla in here. This is just amazing. It's like a coffee shop, a bustling cafe, an indulgent cup of creamy warm coffee. It's delicious, it's yummy. The sillage is out of this world, amazing projection. It will get people asking you what you're wearing. First time I sprayed this at work, people kept coming towards my office. Like it was literally like they were like ants. You know, people like coffee. So they thought I got a coffee maker, or they just thought something was happening around my office that had to do with coffee. So they kept coming through. This is my number one Gourmand, and it just ticks all the boxes for what a realistic Gourmand should smell like. And for the value, absolutely amazing. There you have it, guys. These are my 10 most realistic gourmands that smell edible. So if you want to smell like a snack and you like any of the things I've described today, then you can check these perfumes out. And if you have any very realistic gourmands in your collection, I won't mind if you comment and let me know. Until I see you on another video, enjoy the rest of your day or night. Bye, guys.